An insurance agent walks into your home. He pulls out a comparative model and shows you a policy that will protect your family, build you wealth over time, and give you cash you can borrow against. The catch? It costs $400 per month. Or you could get that exact same $500,000 of protection for $30 a month. That leaves a $370 difference. That difference is where the math gets interesting. You have capital that can be deployed elsewhere instead of being locked inside an insurance contract. If you take that $370 and route it into a simple index fund with a historically average 7% annual return, over 20 years it becomes a liquid asset worth $193,000. That is the exact mathematical difference between whole life insurance and term life insurance. Yet, whole life insurance generates more commission for insurance agents than almost any other product they sell. As a result of this commission structure, 75 million Americans have no life insurance at all, and millions who do have coverage are paying 10 to 15 times more than they need to for the wrong type of policy. At its core, life insurance exists for one purpose: pure income replacement. If you die and other people depend on your cash flow, they don't lose everything financially at the exact same time they lose you. For the average person, it is not a primary wealth builder, it is not an investment vehicle, and it is not a tax strategy. The mathematical requirement for insurance kicks in if you have a spouse or children who rely on your daily income to survive. You also need it if you hold a mortgage or significant debt that your surviving family members would struggle to clear without you. And if you are a stay-at-home parent, your economic contribution might not show up on a W-2. But replacing childcare and household management is a severe, quantifiable cost that requires coverage. Conversely, you do not need life insurance if you are single with no dependents, if your partner is entirely financially independent, or if you already hold enough liquid assets to cover all liabilities. Right now, 52% of Americans say they lack coverage simply because they assume it costs too much. Most people overestimate the price by 300 to 400%. That perception gap is keeping people from acquiring the most affordable, critical financial shield available to them. Term life insurance is the simplest financial product that exists. You pay a fixed monthly premium for a fixed block of time, usually 10, 20, or 30 years. If you die during that period, your beneficiaries receive the death benefit. If you outlive the term, the policy expires, and you get nothing back. And that is completely normal. You don't expect your car insurance to refund your premiums if you don't crash, and you don't expect a refund from health insurance when you stay healthy. You are paying for protection, not a return on investment. This chart displays real 2026 baseline rates. A healthy, non-smoking 30-year-old pays $25 to $35 a month for a $500,000 20-year term policy. Even at age 45, it sits between $80 and $120. Keep in mind, health is the biggest variable here. Smokers will pay 2 to 4 times more than those baseline rates. The term you choose should map perfectly to your financial obligations. A 20-year term covers young children through college, while a 30-year term aligns with a new mortgage. That expiration date is actually a built-in exit strategy. By the time your term expires in 20 years, your mortgage should be paid down and your retirement accounts grown, meaning your family is now self-insured and no longer needs an insurance payout to survive. Whole life insurance, by contrast, is permanent. The policy never expires as long as you pay the premiums, and it bundles a guaranteed death benefit with a slow-growing internal savings account. Here is the scale of the cost difference. That same healthy 30-year-old will pay $300 to $500 a month for $500,000 in whole life coverage, compared to just $25 to $35 for term. That is 10 to 15 times higher every single month for the exact same death benefit. That extra capital funds the policy's cash value component, which grows at a guaranteed 2 to 4% rate and can be borrowed against later. There are situations where this permanent structure is valid. High net worth individuals require it for complex estate planning and tax-advantaged wealth transfer. It also functions well if you have a special needs dependent who will require lifelong financial support regardless of when you die, or if you need to execute a corporate buy-sell agreement. But outside of complex legal trusts and corporate structures, whole life is the wrong mathematical instrument for the vast majority of professionals trying to build basic family security. To evaluate these products accurately, we use a financial framework called Buy Term and Invest the Difference. Look at this dual timeline comparison. In scenario 1, our 30-year-old locks into a $500,000 whole life policy at $400 a month. After 20 years, they've paid $96,000 in. Their locked internal cash value sits between $50,000 and $80,000. In scenario 2, that same 30-year-old buys a 20-year term policy for $30, systematically investing the remaining $370. Compounding at a 7% return, that $370 monthly difference scales into a liquid asset worth $193,000. Measuring the total wealth gap, the consumer who bought term and invested the difference is mathematically ahead by $113,000 to $143,000. Yes, the term policy expires when they turn 50, but their family is now sitting on nearly $200,000 of their own wealth. This dictates a strict order of operations for surplus cash. You should max out your 401k match and Roth IRA before you even consider an insurance policy as a savings vehicle. The ultimate objective is to secure your family using independent, fully controlled wealth, not by trapping capital inside a high-commission insurance contract. So, how do you calculate exactly how much coverage you actually need? There are 3 mathematical methods you should use. We start with the DIME formula. D stands for debt. Add up every outstanding liability you have, from credit cards to car loans. I is for income. Multiply your annual salary by the number of years your family would require support, typically 10 to 15 years. M is mortgage. E is education, averaging $110,000 per child. For a 35-year-old, we input $30,000 in debt, $700,000 for income, a $250,000 mortgage, and $220,000 for tuition. That calculates downward to a total of $1.2 million. For a standard family, that is a highly realistic baseline. Method 2 is the income multiplier. This is a quick calculation where you simply multiply your gross salary by 10 or 12. It's fast, but it severely underestimates your needs if your family carries heavy debt or expects to pay multiple college tuitions. Method 3 is human life value, which calculates your remaining working years, minus personal taxes and living expenses, to find the exact economic value of your future labor. Whatever number you arrive at, do not rely on employer-provided life insurance to cover it. It's low coverage, usually 1 to 2 times your salary, and the fact that it vanishes if you change jobs creates a false sense of security that leaves families dangerously underinsured. To acquire the mathematically correct policy, follow this strict 6-step protocol. Step 1. Default entirely to term insurance, unless you trigger one of the rare high net worth permanent needs. Step 2. Compare at least 3 quotes through comparison engines. Prices for the exact same coverage vary by 20 to 40% across different insurers. Step 3. Opt in to the medical exam. Avoiding the blood work and physical costs healthy buyers a 15 to 30% penalty. Step 4. Demand absolute honesty on your medical application. Any material misrepresentation allows the insurer to legally void the payout. Step 5. Carefully assign your beneficiaries. A legal will does not automatically override a forgotten ex-spouse listed on an insurance policy. Step 6. Systematic review. Coverage is not set and forget. As mortgages clear and wealth accumulates over the decades, you should systematically reduce your coverage volume. The mathematical consensus comes down to this. A 20 or 30-year term policy covering 10 to 12 times your income is the definitive answer for working professionals. It delivers total protection during the exact years your family needs it most, and it costs only $25 to $70 a month for healthy individuals. But you must execute. Waiting damages the math. Every year delayed or new medical diagnosis locks in a higher premium. Your directive is to go to a comparison site this week and request a quote for a 20-year, $500,000 policy. For most 30-year-olds, securing a family's financial future costs less than a monthly streaming subscription. Optimizing this mathematical equation isn't a task for your own benefit. It is a mandatory economic shield required to protect the people who rely on your output.